Wir schauen rein. Neues DLC für Far Cry 6.
I'm your host, Chris Waters, and today we're showing you the new expansion that's coming out very, very soon, and the new features for
Noch
Far Cry
dieses Jahr?
6 that are out today. What are these new features, you may ask? Well, friends, these are those features.
Neue Features, neue DLCs. Oder neues DLC. Okay, nice. Gratis zocken. Kann man machen.
And discover why critics say Far Cry 6 is a non-stop thrill ride from start to finish and the strongest entry in the series.
Ah, nee. Ich finde Far Cry 5 besser bislang. Ah, ist ein Werbevideo, klar. Okay, Tutorial-Insel ist jetzt gratis. Spricht nichts gegen, mal reinzuschauen, wa? Sollen sie mal in Valhalla bringen. Kommt aber nicht.
Enjoy the new completionist aid feature that will help you track your progression as you uncover all of Yara's secrets.
Nice, okay, für alle Trophy Hunters und so.
Face a real challenge with the new Guerrilla Mode. Perfect for New Game Plus and co-op sessions.
Also Far Cry in Koop macht mega Spaß. Was ist das hier für ein komisches Zeichen gewesen eben unter dem Stream in der Mitte? Das kennen wir schon. Endlich New Game Plus. Ja, das ist eine coole Sache auf jeden Fall. New Game Plus ist ein nices Feature. New Spec Ops. Die haben Spaß gemacht im Koop. Also generell im Koop hat das richtig gebockt. Die habe ich auch nie gezockt.
Whether you are new to the fight or a returning vet looking for new thrills, there has never been a better time to get to Yara. The Far Cry community welcomes you with open arms.
Flünk. Ah, der Raketenwerfer, der war gut. Jetzt bin ich mal gespannt. Also Far Cry 6 kriegt noch ein paar schöne Updates oder hat gekriegt, das ist schön. Kann man machen.
Switching to that incendiary or AP ammo as the situation demands. Customizable loadouts, allowing you to change out which gear set you're using based on the enemy you're facing. There were some amigos that really should be riding in cars with you that we made sure could.
Oh, Chorizo. Der ist so süß, ne?
You feel so bad when you leave them on the side of the road. They need to come with you in the car. Good though.
Der ist so süß.
So we've got 3 big highlighting features for the Far Cry 6 update today. We have Completionist Aid, which allows players who want to find that last activity or that last collectible a little bit of aid to figure out where they missed that one to get that 100% mark. You still have to find them. You still get that experience, that gameplay, but gives you the ability to hone in on where those remaining elements are. We've got New Game Plus. For those of you who have already finished the campaign, who want to come back and try all the new things we've added.
40 oder 20 Euro. Ach, 40 Euro war auch für Dawn of Ragnarok ein bisschen viel. Bisschen sehr viel.
Finally, for players who haven't already experienced Far Cry 6, we have a free trial allowing you to play through Isla Sanctuario, see the opening chapter of Far Cry 6 and Danny's experience.
Das ist schön. Also ist nett, dass sie das auch noch so supporten, obwohl es nicht das erfolgreichste Far Cry der Welt war. Ja, das hätte ich mir für Far Cry 5 gewünscht.
It's all available for free. Update your game, it'll be in there now. Immediately following this showcase, I'll be playing Far Cry 6 with creative director Ben Hall right here to show off these new features and check them out. I hope you'll stick around. Now, I did mention an expansion, and an expansion you shall have. Here is your exclusive first look at Far Cry 6 Lost Between Worlds.
Ich bin so gespannt auf den Preis, weil überlegt mal, 2017 haben die Erweiterung für Origins oder 18 einfach irgendwie 15 Euro oder so gekostet. Auf einmal 40 Euro bei Valhalla. 6. Dezember? Nee. Wie blöd ist das denn? Da kommt das Valhalla DLC raus.
Finger, I'm dead. were, but I brought you back.
What are you?
A non-corporeal extraterrestrial consciousness. You destroyed my vessel, and until you help me fix it, we're both stuck here.
Wer macht das denn?
I need to get out.
Wer timet das denn? Oh shit.
What even is this place?
A fractured world. A non-linear progression of rifts. Each a different reality. With different rules, different dangers.
Blunk. To return home. Explore the unknown. Master the Rifts. So ein bisschen ein Mix aus Ragnarök DLC und Far Cry, wa? Mit den roten und blauen Männchen. 30 Monate. Vielen Dank, Mann. 30 steht für Lifestyle. Danke, der Corny.
Get out of here.
Vielen Dank.
I'm sorry, but this isn't over.
Ist das ein Roguelite-Game? Nee, ist es nicht, oder? Das hatten wir doch schon in den anderen DLCs. Also es sieht nice aus. So abgedrehte DLCs kann Ubisoft immer und Far Cry vor allem. Ich finde den Release-Zeitpunkt nur absolut mies. Absolut unpassend. Warum timet man 2 DLCs beim selben Publisher auf denselben Tag? Vielen Dank, Cinemies, für 22 Monate.
And this spacecraft contains an extraterrestrial named Faye.
We have a name.
This vessel that they come across in the forest is going to end up getting them trapped. I mean, they're going to be trapped inside what we call the encasement.
Kind of like a protection protocol to protect Faye. Danny learns that she's going to be there for at least 5 million years.
5 million. I got shit to do. I need out of here.
Was? 5 Millionen Jahre?
Repair Faye's vessel by gathering 5 shards that were broken
20
off
Euro.
when Danny shot the vessel when first encountered.
Das ist okay.
Each of these
Das ist
shards
okay.
can only
Also
be
je
reached
nach,
by traversing
wenn es
a
in 2
series of
Stunden durch ist, natürlich nicht.
which are fractured simulations of the world of Yara injected with extraterrestrial
Euer Vater, vielen Dank für 13 Monate. Vielen Dank, Dragon, für 2 Monate. Danke euch.
Obscene amounts of lightning. Moving cities that would normally be above land underwater.
And each of the different rifts is going to bring a new, fresh, different experience.
Das ist ganz cool. Also ich mag das, auch was sie mit Far Cry New Dawn gemacht haben. Wobei ich Far Cry New Dawn lieber mochte von der Idee her. Aber ist schon eine lustige Sache, dass man quasi die Welt nimmt, einmal zersplittert und neu zusammenwürfelt. So, das ist ganz nice.
Each rift's got something different about it that's going to give you a new surprise. One of the ones that stands out to me is Storm Runner, where you'd get dropped in, it's nighttime. At first things look kind of normal, and you're like, okay, what's happening? You step out into the rain, and boom! You get almost struck to death by a lightning strike, and it turns out that as part of the simulation being damaged, that particular rift was there to gain knowledge about weather and weather systems. So now you've got to try and work out your path, moving from safety spot to safety spot, defending yourself against shard faces, which are the defense units that the vessel's basically employed and spawned to protect itself against you.
Die Shard Units.
To 5 shards, you've got to
Die
jump
Bösen.
through the different rifts, and each of the rifts has got 2 portals, a purple one and an orange one, and they're in different places in the rift. And to get to them, there'll be different puzzles to solve, there'll be different objectives. And then as a player, you get to decide which one of the portals.
Sören, vielen Dank für die 5 verschenkten Abos. Dankeschön dafür. Danke dir, Mann.
Successful, you bring that back to Faye. Cool things are going to happen. You're maybe going to get, some superpowers and
Super
some
großzügig.
new gear, new tools
Danke,
that are
Mann.
going to help you next time you go through.
Die wollen nur so viel Geld wie möglich aus dem Spiel ausschlachten. Also 20 Euro DLC ist nicht das, was dich als Publisher reich macht. Das sind eher die 20 Euro Rüstung. Aber klar wollen die Geld verdienen, so, ne? Das ist klar.
You can start to master the rift. Each time you come back with a shard, you get more powerful, you get more knowledgeable, and you start to be able to carve your own path as you work your way through the rifts.
Es ist doch ein Roguelite.
Easy to pick up, easy to get into.
Mit Charts bist du dann stärker. Das fand ich, also ich fand es in Valhalla nice. Ich fand es auch in den DLCs von Far Cry 6 cool, dass sie diesen Modus jetzt inflationär benutzen. Weiß nicht, dann irgendwann verliert es an Reiz. Aber grundsätzlich ein Modus, den ich mag.
Very simple, straightforward choices allow for the development of strategy and mastery as you learn which enemy archetypes are going to be which color, because they're all either red or blue. There are none that are both. You'll find that certain approaches and strategies are more appropriate for you in that moment. Sometimes you need to stand and fight. Sometimes you need to run and gun. Sometimes you want to stealth. Sometimes you just need to run. We knew there would be accessibility concerns that we needed to tackle. And so we've leveraged a host of features to ensure that everyone can customize the experience to meet their needs and continue to enjoy that core mechanic of Lost Between Worlds.
So there will be moments in Lost Between Worlds where you will die. You'll take a wrong turn and you'll end up dropping to your death in a bubbling pool of lava somewhere. And you may be thinking at that point, I'm so close to getting a shard, and I'm going to go all the way back to the encasement, and I'm going to go back to Faye, I'm going to lose my weapons, I'm going to lose my gadgets, and I'm going to have to start out.
You probably haven't grasped this, but time isn't linear.
I live, I die.
So you can go back to Faye, and you can do the run again, you can use the shortcuts you've unlocked, and you can work your way back through the rifts. You could try a different path and avoid that rift altogether. Or you can use what we call glints. So spread throughout the rifts are these small, shimmering, cool things that make this really interesting sound, so they always catch your attention no matter where they are, but quite often they'll be out of the way. So if you go off and explore the rifts and you actually spend time looking in some of the nooks and crannies, those glints then become something that you can use to retry a rift where you are. So you can save your progression by using the glints.
Das ist ganz cool. Also einerseits Roguelite, aber andererseits mit Zwischenspeicheroptionen. Ja, das macht's wirklich nochmal ein bisschen zugänglicher für alle. Also ich mag die Idee des DLCs. Mag die Idee. Bin gespannt, wo es hingeht. Dezember ist halt nur absolut mies mit Valhalla DLC und Witcher DLC. Schwierig für mich.
You've done a successful run, you've survived, and as part of that scenario, you're going to get a new tool.
And those tools include a rift key, a fractal bomb, and a grapple. The rift key can be used to open doors. Doors that seem out of place many times. Once you have the key, you can go right through and find a shortcut. The fractal bomb allows crystal walls to be destroyed by the players.
Mr. Bufflex, vielen Dank dir für die 35 Monate. Herzlichen Dank.
Other goodies such as gadgets. And the grapple hook unlocks new routes as well.
And this is all part of the process of as you collect shards and you bring them back, you get more powerful. You take new routes through the rifts that you've been through before that give you a new experience.
The primitive human form is valuable.
Yeah, this primitive form gets shit done.
So when the narrative team was tasked with creating an extraterrestrial character, there were many different archetypes to consider. And ultimately we landed on an archetype for Faye that revolved around the superior AI who believes that humans are quite primitive.
If the protocol actually kills you, think of what I'll learn then.
But we decided to put a spin on that. Players will find the outcome kind of unexpected, a little bit terrifying without spoiling anything. Ultimately, I hope they're satisfied by the story and the journey that they've gone on in Lost Between Worlds.
We wanted to put Danny in a situation where it was them, and with a little help from Faye, really have to go on this journey together. And it's really about discovering a little bit more about who they are and their relationship and their arcs and how they change throughout the narrative.
Has your soggy meat brain forgotten how it reached this cavern?
We had the entire team pitching level concepts And these concepts were developed alongside the story itself. We really got to build something unique, surreal, off of a process that I think was quite successful.
Once more, for those of you updating the group thread, Lost Between Worlds, the new Far Cry 6 expansion, is out next week on December 6th. A mere 7 days until you can dive into a fractured reality of surprising and thrilling and very dangerous connected worlds. And there's a few ways you can do that. You own Far Cry 6, you pick up Lost Between Worlds for a cool $19.99. That's it, you're in. Or snag the Upgrade Pass, which includes the Lost Between Worlds expansion and the Season Pass, including all the Play as Villain DLCs. That's on sale for just $30. Scenario 3.
Das kann man machen.
You don't own Far Cry 6. Treat yourself to the whole kit and caboodle, which is on sale now for 60% off. That's the full game, the Lost Between Worlds expansion, the Season Pass with all the DLC, $50, all in. And that's our show. Far Cry 6 Lost Between Worlds is out on December 6th. We hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching. And now,
sehr gerne.
The stream continues. Creative director Ben Hall is joining me. We're diving into Far Cry 6 to show off all the new features that were just updated today. What's so plus about a new game plus? We're gonna find out.
Hoffentlich floppt das. Wieso soll das hoffentlich floppen? Verstehe ich nicht. Also, mein Fazit ist, es haut mich nicht um. Es sieht aber nett aus. Und 20 € ist nicht die Welt. Wenn man überlegt, dass man sonst ein Rüstungspaket dafür kriegt, dann ist das okay. Und ich bin gespannt, wie es wird. Ja, ich probiere es für euch zu testen, vorher zu spielen. Weiß nicht, ob das klappt. Wenn ja, dann kann ich Content dazu machen. Weil ab dem 6. steht bei mir natürlich Eivor DLC an. Vielleicht ist es auch super kurz und wir schauen dann doch nochmal rein. Aber Eivor DLC und eine Woche später Witcher. Das ist ein denkbar schlechter Slot dafür. Ja, aber es ist doch ganz nett. Ja. Ich bin gespannt. Far Cry New Dawn fand ich wesentlich cooler. Aber ich glaube, Far Cry New Dawn war auch wesentlich teurer und größer. Ja. Mal schauen. Schauen wir mal, was Sie hier noch so sagen.